Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. February 23rd is a date marked by the resolution of epic sieges and the birth of revolutionary industrial processes. The patenting of the Hall-Héroult process on this day particularly significant, as it fundamentally changed the availability of aluminum, a material that eventually reshaped modern engineering and energy-efficient design. Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. From cultural point of view, 1685. Birth of George Friedrich Handel, the German-British Baroque composer famous for Messiah. His work defined the structural grandeur of 18th-century choral music. 1940. Woody Guthrie wrote the lyrics to "This Land Is Your Land," a cultural anthem that responded to the social and geographic displacement of the Great Depression era. 1997. The film Schindler's List premiered on NBC, marking the first time a major network broadcast an uncut, high-profile Holocaust film, creating a massive shared cultural moment. Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. From educational point of view, 1868. Birth of W.E.B. Du Bois, a titan of sociology and education. He was the first African-American to earn a doctorate from Harvard, and his work remains foundational in the study of social structures and racial education. 1945. The famous photo of the raising of the flag on Iwo Jima was taken. It has since become a primary visual educational tool for teaching the history of American military resilience. Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. From financial point of view, 1886. Charles Martin Hall discovered a low-cost method for producing aluminum, the Hall-Héroult process. This moved aluminum from being a precious metal more expensive than gold to a staple of industrial finance and construction. 1903. The United States signed an agreement to lease Guantanamo Bay from Cuba in perpetuity, a political and financial lease arrangement that has lasted over a century. Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. From physical/mental/relational health point of view, 1954. The first mass inoculation of schoolchildren with the Salk polio vaccine began in Pittsburgh. This was a monumental achievement in public health logistics and preventative medicine. 1998. The Oslo Accords era saw intense diplomatic relational health efforts, but on this day, tensions in the Middle East led to significant shifts in how international relational trauma was addressed by global organizations. Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. From political point of view, 1836. The Siege of the Alamo began in San Antonio, Texas. This 13-day conflict became a pivotal political and symbolic event in the Texas Revolution. 1981. An attempted coup d'état, 23F, occurred in Spain as members of the Civil Guard entered the Congress of Deputies. King Juan Carlos I's televised address later that night helped preserve Spanish democracy. 1991. In the Gulf War, ground forces crossed the border from Saudi Arabia into Iraq, beginning the ground phase of the conflict. Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. From professional point of view, 1905. Attorney Paul P. Harris and three friends met in Chicago to form the Rotary Club, the world's first business service organization. It established a new model for professional networking and community service. 1917. The Smith-Hughes Act was signed into law in the U.S., providing federal funding for vocational and professional education in agriculture, trades, and home economics. Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. From social point of view, 1942. A Japanese submarine shelled the Elwood oil refinery near Santa Barbara, California. It was the first attack on the mainland United States during World War II, causing significant social alarm and leading to increased coastal defenses. 1927. The Federal Radio Commission, precursor to the FCC, was created, establishing social order in the Wild West of early radio broadcasting. Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. From spiritual point of view, 1455. Traditionally cited as the date the Gutenberg Bible was first published. As the first major book printed using movable type, It fundamentally altered the spiritual world by making scripture accessible to the masses. 155. Saint Polycarp, a disciple of the Apostle John, was martyred. He is a significant figure in early Christian spiritual history and patristic literature. Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. From technological point of view, 1886, reiterated for tech. The Hall-Héroult process was patented. For structural engineers, this is the birth of modern aluminum, enabling everything from high-strength alloys to lightweight, energy-efficient building components. 1927. Werner Heisenberg wrote a letter to Wolfgang Pauli describing his uncertainty principle for the first time. This redefined the formulas of quantum mechanics and technological measurement. 1987. A supernova, SN 1987A, was observed in the Large Magellanic Cloud. It was the first supernova visible to the naked eye in nearly 400 years, providing a massive data set for technological advances in astrophysics. Historically significant things that happened on February 23rd. Hi viewers, family and friends. How did you like the content of this video? Let me know in the comments. Please write in the comments your name and the place you are watching from. Since our viewing family is spread all over the world, it will be nice to know which city and the country you are watching from, so I can say hello. If you liked the contents of this video, please give it a like, and if you have not subscribed to this channel as of yet, please do so. And thanks. If you have subscribed already, your subscribing to my channel inspires me to keep posting similar and other videos. Thanks for your patronage. See you in the next video. Sincerely, Yogi Anand.